Welcome back to another YouTube video, you beautiful hosers, and today I've got a very special gem for you. It's actually in my hand right now. Before I get into this conversation, and I just kind of showed it, actually, I have done this once before. I'm not talking about the video, but I am specifically talking about what's in my hand. I have used it before. Not this actual thing that I have in my hand. Not this one in particular anyways. But I have used it before. I'm running out of breath again. It's what happens when you record too late in the day. You waste all your energy in the morning. By the time you go to record, you're like... So, anyways, without any further ado, I found a hidden gem at my local game store. Now, this gem is actually from the GameCube era. It was released around 2005, 2006-ish. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, let me introduce you to a character named Donkey Kong. He is a gorilla that wears a tie that says DK on it, and it is a bright red tie with the letters DK in yellow. Now, the person I'm talking about is actually this guy right here. Now, Donkey Kong Jungle Beat is actually a game that comes with a bongo set. That is actually the only way that you can control the character. From tapping to clapping to actually using, I believe it was like one voice command. There is a pause button on it, but literally there's only three functions: tap, tap, clap. It's literally it to the game. It actually takes more skill than a person thinks it does, because you have to time everything perfectly, whether it's just banging on the drums or clapping, because there's a lot of sequences where you have to go like this, and then it makes you look like an idiot. But trust me, the game is actually super fun. If I had to rate it back when it first came out, I would have gave it a 10 out of 10, because it is actually a masterpiece. The only issue with the game is the bongos sometimes can be unresponsive to your commands. So if you don't clap loud enough, the game doesn't actually register it, which I kind of don't blame the game for that, because it's not really the bongo's fault that you're clapping too softly. It just makes it a pain. But for the most part, it's just beating on the bongos and actually trying to help Donkey Kong save his friends and save his country. Man, that sounds awful familiar, like a certain game called Donkey Kong Country. But in case you weren't aware, it is actually this here. Now, this actually is in the game for whatever reason, but it is a Nintendo licensed product, and that's kind of the thing that they wanted to go with for that. I remember when the game first came out, it retailed for like 70 bucks Canadian, which I guess that's like normal price range now for a game here. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got. But this game's super fun. If you haven't played it before, I strongly suggest you watch videos of people playing it. Unfortunately, I can't record that for you guys because I don't have a capture card for it. But there is a lot of channels out there that have done playthroughs of this game. I think it's amazing, and that's my opinion. I'm entitled to my opinion. The music's great. The bongos being an element to the game is actually fantastic. And the game itself is actually really well done. I mean, there's a couple of odd glitches here and there, but what can you expect for a game that's over 13 years old? It's just strange. This is the first time I've ever owned this, and I have never actually beat the full game. I think the last boss I fought was a flying iron bird, or something like that. I don't quite remember. But as you progress through the worlds, there's over 40 different areas to go through. Each boss gets harder and harder, so you actually have to learn their tactics. Whether it's you have to go all out on them, to them actually blocking and dodging the entire time, which is another mechanic that's in the game that you have to learn how to use. Because you can pick up items, you can throw them, you can hit them with your fist, you can do a lot of stuff in the game. Mainly collecting bananas, but you know that's just Donkey Kong in general with the bananas. But anyways, that's pretty much all I got for this video. I hope you're having a fantastic 2018. And if you like this game, let me know down in the comments down below what you think about it. And as always, if you're not having a fantastic 2018, hope it gets better for you sooner rather than later. Peace out, and I will see you all in tomorrow's live stream. But before I go, that live stream is going to actually take place earlier in the morning, because later that night I'm doing Venom. I'm recording the Venom review, spoiler-free, the same night. So don't be surprised if I'm wearing the same clothes from the stream, or I sound like I'm tired because I'm not entirely sure what the runtime is on it. I'm going to it at like 9:45, so I don't know what to expect. But anyways, have a great one, you beautiful hosers, and I'll see you next time.